Hi, now we're gonna install Git and configure to your local repository. First, we're gonna install Git in the Windows 11 machine, which is 64-bit. Go to this location and select the operating system of your choice. Mine is 64-bit operating system. We're gonna select the 64-bit. Wait for the exe file to download. We're gonna install that Git 2.47 0.2 setup. Okay. Add it on the desktop for your reference. It's everything is a simple process. Click next and install it. Once the installation is done, you can select this one. This is the release note of the Git. This is the Git bash where you can run all the Linux commands. Now we will go to the GitHub account. Once you go to the GitHub account, you need to create one repository first. I will be selecting project 1 and give the description as my first project, and then create a repository. Once the repository has been created, come to the create one folder. With the same name as project 1. You can create any number of files. You can rename this one file 2. Now go to the Git bash. Type git status. You will not be seeing anything as because it is not git initialized. You need to click create git initialization. For that, it is a command git init. When you do this one, you can see with the hidden folder which has been created, which is .git folder. And afterwards, you need to configure the config global user.name, and you need to give your username of the GitHub. and you need to give your email address of your GitHub. Once it is done, you need to create the SSH configuration. For that, the command is SSH keygen -t RSA -c and your email address. Press enter, press Y and give any phrase like password or anything. Give the passphrase again, and then the key has been created. If you want to see the key, you need to go to your PC and your C drive and the users and your particular user, and there will be a folder called .ssh. Go into that particular folder where you can see ID_RSA. This is the file. You need to copy this one and come here. Go to the settings, SSH keys, and create a new SSH key. Give the title and paste the SSH key. Now the key has been added. Now come to your place in the GitHub, git push -u origin and master. You tend to get to see this because after you have done the git push -u, yeah, everything is up to date. Now you need to go to your project and refresh it. Yeah, all both the files has been updated. Now we will gonna configure AWS CLI. Go to the AWS console login. After you login, go to the IAM. Go to the users, create one user with the name root1. This is optional. If you want to give, you can give. just go with the I want to create an IAM user. Give the custom password. I will be changing this password anyway. This is the simple password which I have given. And go to the policies. Give the administrative access. As this is just for the testing purpose, you can give it the administrative access. And select next. And create user. Now that the user has been created, you can download the download CSV file and keep it safe. And now that it is done, go to the accounts, go to the IAM, and users again, and the root one which you have created right now, and create access key and command line interface. Select I understand the above recommendations. Select next. If you want to give any tag, you can give it. I will give it as a root one again. Create access key. This is the access key. You can download it. This is the very sensitive keys which you should not give it to the anyone else. Anyway, after the completion of this video, I will be deleting it soon. And go to the Google and AWS install CLI. Go to the particular links and select Windows if you are in Windows, and select this one. This will install the software of AWS CLI. Once the installation is done, go to the any kind of a terminal and write AWS configure. Once it is done, you have the access key. You need to paste it here. You have the access key. And you have the secret key. And you can give it the region name AP South 1 as you wish. So and you can give the output format as JSON or YAML. I will give JSON. Now it is done. If you want to edit, you can go to this particular place. Go to your users and selected user and the AWS, and you have the config. See, this is the AP South 1 which I have given, and this is the credentials file. Here is the credentials whatever you have stored in AWS configure. close this one, and now everything is been done. If you want to AWS S3 LS, we have nothing in AWS S3 bucket. So now we're gonna create something. Go to your, now come to the AWS console, select S3, create bucket, give the name whatever you want. I will be creating with the name 123456 Apple. I'm not selecting anything, I'm just creating a bucket. You need to check twice whether whatever the location which you have given in the AWS config, you need to select that one. And I have selected AP South one, and you need to go into that particular region and you need to create one bucket. Once you have created the bucket, now come to the console, CLI console, and the command is AWS S3 LS. This will give the list of the buckets in the Mumbai region. As you can see, now I can able to communicate with this particular region. This is the AWS configuration, AWS CLI installation. Repository, we have the files. Initialize the Terraform first. Terraform init. All the necessary Terraform files will be initialized. Once the Terraform file is initialized, see, I have created a provider block which is of AWS and the region AP South 1, and the resource block which is of IAM and the name tag of the EC2 instance. And I will Terraform plan. Everything goes well, it will show the things which will gonna be installing in the AWS console. This is the AWS. Now we are in the AP South 1 region, Mumbai region, and we are in the EC2 page. The Terraform plan command is executed. Let's wait for it to be executed. Yeah, now everything has been done. I have given the T2 micro as an instant type, and I have given the Amazon machine image which is AMI as AMI with the following number. Now what you can do is Terraform and you need to give the Terraform apply. Wait for some time. It will create all the things which is required. It will fetch the AMI from the main.tf file, and it will execute in the particular location. and you need to give the value yes. If you check it, it is taken as a instance type T2 micro and the AMI as AMI following number, and it is creating the EC2 instance. For the first time it will take some time to be created. Now the resource one has been created. Now we can check it in the EC2 instance. See, I have given the instance name as my EC2 instance in the configuration file. This is the my EC2 instance and the instance type as T2 micro, and the AMI image name is this one, and the region is AP South 1. Region is AP South 1 and the EC2 instance type is T2 micro and the name as my EC2 instance, and the tag will be my EC2 instance. Okay, this is how we configure the Terraform. Thank you for watching.